Shalom, my beautiful brothers and sisters, kings and queens. Welcome. I'm your sister Earth, and it's now 4:22 p.m. in the East, where I reside. The reason I say the time is for documentation purposes. If you've noticed, yesterday, maybe it's still yesterday, Monday in your location. It's now headed to sunset where I live. But there was a peculiar thing happening among the daughters of Zion in the YAH only community. We all were singing and led to sing in different parts of the earth, different states, different countries. We didn't talk to each other about it, and we all didn't know each other were going to either do a content about it, teaching, or actually singing. That should get your attention. And to you other sisters in the community who are very shy and quiet, if you can, drop in the comments if you have been feeling the spirit of song and praise in your ruach as well. There's a beautiful energy of it where you want to worship Yah and you can't stop once you begin. So my question is, why are the daughters of Zion beginning to sing and praise in the four corners of the earth? And this is unplanned by us in the natural, but it sounds quite orchestrated by the Most High Himself. This is a sign, Yasharal. When Zion begins to sing, our salvation is at hand. Let's start off here with some precepts to confirm. In 2 Chronicles chapter 20, verses 22 to 29. And when they began to sing and to praise, the Most High set ambushments against the children of Ammon, Moab, and Mount Seir, which were come against Judah, and they were smitten. For the children of Ammon and Moab stood up against the inhabitants of Mount Seir, utterly to stray, utterly, to slay and destroy them. And when they had made an end to the inhabitants of Seir, everyone helped to destroy each other. And when Judah came toward the watchtower in the wilderness, they looked unto the multitude, and behold, they were dead bodies, fallen to earth, and none escaped. So our enemies started outing themselves. Psalms 105. For the Most High is good, His mercy is everlasting, and His truth endureth to all generation. So in 2 Chronicles, that was King Jehoshaphat, who was king at the time. We see another story here of our history. Joshua 60 and 20. The priests blew the trumpets when the people heard the blast of the trumpet. They gave a thunderclap shout. The wall fell at once. The people rushed straight into the city and took it. So the people shouted when the priests blew the trumpets. Family, I'm trying to hold it together. I just feel, oh, my eyes just want to gush out with tears. I lived in Jordan where the children of Ammon and Moab, those cities are there in Jordan, and then Mount Seir. And it says when you get to a particular part of Jordan where the Amalekites, Esau's descendant, live, welcome to Idumea. Seen it with my own eyes. Even they have the pillar of salt with Lot's wife. And I'm not gonna debate or argue with any brother and sister who have their other beliefs about America being the States. That's your belief. But me and Avaya, we live and we've seen things with our eyes here on this side of the world that lines up with what we see in Torah and Tanakh. Okay? So we still love you. We don't have to agree. As Mr. Real always brings out that scripture, we're not going to agree until. And so it's fine. And I'm not saying America isn't part of the promise because the world was one, it was together. And through erosions and different things, it started to separate. So it's a puzzle. So I'm not going to say, no, America isn't. I believe the part of America is probably connected to the ancient Egypt where we are. It's just a puzzle. It drifted away through different things happening under the sea and the earth, causing an erosion or separation. But if you put those puzzles back, you can walk from one of those lands straight onto the other. It's the same lands, okay? So let's not debate about that. We're not saying you're wrong. We're saying we're not wrong either, okay? And respect us for experiencing it on our end with our own eyes. The scripture says a travel man in the book of Sirach that he sees many things. He's learned by traveling. Okay? And so back to this in Zechariah with the daughters of Zion. Actually, Zephaniah chapter 3 and 14. Sing aloud, O daughter of Zion. Shout, O Yasharal. Rejoice and exult with all your heart, O daughter of Jerusalem. So we're shouting, we're singing. What's happening? Why are we doing that? Isaiah 62 and 11. And this may go on to a part 2. Behold, the Most High has proclaimed to the end of the earth. Say to the daughter of Zion, behold, your salvation comes. Behold, his reward is with him, and his recompense before him. Now, the daughters of Zion can be used interchangeably in the scripture. It could mean Yasharal as a whole, or it could be singling out the daughters of Zion. It all depends on the context, line upon line, precept upon precept. I am not a Torah or Tanakh scholar. All I know, I'm a part of the prophecy of Joel, too, that in the last days, yeah, he will pour out his spirit upon all flesh, and sons and daughters will prophesy. Old men will have dreams and visions. And so I'm just open to being used. This is my history and my book as well. All praises to the Most High. So, kings and queens, let's go to the book of Zephaniah. And this is going to be chapter 3, verses 14 through 19. Sing, O daughter of Zion. Shout, O Yasharal. Be glad and rejoice with all your heart, O daughter of Jerusalem. The Most High had taken away thy judgments. He had cast out thine enemies. The king of Yasharal, even the Most High, is in the midst of thee. Thou shalt not see evil any more. In that day it shall be said of Jerusalem, fear thou not, and to Zion, let not thine hands be slack. The Most High, thy Elohim, in the midst of thee is mighty. He will save. He will rejoice over thee with joy. He will rest his love. He will joy over thee with singing. I will gather them that are sorrowful for the solemn assembly. Oof. Who are of thee, to whom the reproach of it was a burden. Beloveds, we just had a solemn assembly crying out for our nation, our people. Let's read 18 again. I'm really trying to hold it together. I will gather them that are sorrowful for the solemn assembly. We came together, 7 of us on the platform, and other brothers and sisters in the chat, mourning, feeling sorrowful for the solemn assembly. Yo, YAH is orchestrating something. He will gather us that are sorrowful for the solemn assembly. He gathered us together. That was about 2 weeks ago. And now the daughters of Zion can't stop singing, can't stop praising. Behold, at that time I will undo all that afflict thee, and I will save her that halted, and gather her that was driven out, and I will get them praise and fame in every land where they have been put to shame. Verse 20, at that time I will bring you again, even in the time that I gather you, for I will make you a name and a praise among all the people of the earth, when I turn back your captivity before your eyes, said the Most High. Yo, family, YAH is turning our captivity. That's why the daughters of Zion are singing. Oh my. That's why the sons of Jerusalem are singing. You see, Mr. Real Talk? Brother is always just singing in his ruach. He can't help it. But these daughters been coming forth and praising, all making videos on different time zones. Yo, YAH is delivering us out of this captivity. Recompense is coming, and remember when we shout and we praise, those walls came down. Remember when we went to war, the Levites, they led with the Ark of the Covenant, the trumpeters, the praise and worshipers. Every time Miriam, Auntie Miriam, please join me on part two for the conclusion of this session.